you know what I just left. I mean, my shirt and my hat should give it away. Spider-Man No Way Home is the third Spider-Man film from director John Watts, who is also the same director who is bringing the Fantastic Four back to the silver screen. And all this movie did was just make me more excited for what is to come for Fantastic Four. Because I think that Watts has just made the best Spider-Man movie yet. Yeah, it gives Into the Spider-Verse a run for its money as the best Spider-Man out there. Now, I'm not going to go into any spoilers. For the summary, I'm just going to say stuff that has already been shown in the trailers, or people know from the last few films. Everybody knows that Peter is Spider-Man, and his life has just been turned upside down. It's like paparazzis everybody from TMZ at his door, following him around 24/7. He's tired of it. He wants as normal of a life as he can get. So he turns to Doctor Strange and asks him to cast a spell. But Peter keeps bringing in all the thinking of, I want MJ to remember. I want Ned to remember. I want Aunt May to remember who I am. And he's telling Strange to adjust the spell mid-cast, and he accidentally brings in villains from the previous Sony Spider-Man universes: Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman, Electro, and Lizard. And so Peter has to figure out a way to Scooby-Doo all of it, as Doctor Strange said in the trailer. Scooby-Doo this crap, please. And I have to say, this is the most fan-pleasing Spider-Man yet, quite possibly. I had such high expectations for this movie, and they are exceeded with ease. I mean, so many awesome moments in this movie. Like, for example, the bridge sequence. That sequence, right when it started, I was like, oh, here we go. Here comes Doc Ock. And when he showed up, the whole theater erupted in joy. Actually, with all the twists, the whole theater erupted. The whole theater just went pretty wild at every major plot point. So we were like, yes! This is what we wanted out of this movie! It is also the visual effects, particularly for scenes like, there's one scene where Strange and Peter are fighting in the mirror dimension, and it's the scene from the trailer with the train. So again, I'm not spoiling anything because I'm bringing up a scene from the trailer. And it is just so gorgeous. Like, the stuff like the visuals, like, you can make out individual grains of sand on Sandman. The visuals are so good. They're so awesome. The action scenes are just bonkers. Like that aforementioned bridge sequence is also one scene. It's in the trailer. It's the scene where we see Happy in that car, and he's got that look. Where he's like, "Oh shit, something bad has just happened," and the scene just ends up getting so emotional. I'm not gonna say why, but it's emotional. It's an emotional scene. It's all so well deserved with all this build up that they've had from the previous two films, and also, I guess you could say, from the ones where Disney was borrowing Spider-Man from Sony. And there's just so much that you as a fan will enjoy. And I was like, seeing all this, you see that there's at least one villain from every Spider-Man movie that I've actually worn this shirt to. I've actually worn this shirt to every Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 3, starting with Spider-Man 3. And I'm going to keep wearing this shirt to every Spider-Man movie that I go to. And also, you also have to stay for the end credits, particularly the second one. Stay for the second end credit scene. You will not be disappointed by that one at all. And with the first one, yeah, I think the first one is trying to lead to something else, because Amy Pascal has said that they do want to do more Spider-Man movies, and well, they're clearly leaving the door open for something. It also, I do believe I heard people getting worried about just like villain overlord, the overload, because they said that that was one of their problems with Amazing Spider-Man 2. That was one of their problems with Spider-Man 3. And the YouTuber John Campea, he just said, no, that's not a problem. It's just the characters weren't handled well. And it's not the number of characters in this movie. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. They're all handled brilliantly. It's probably the best that they've been handled so far, because they each get their own moment to stand out. And they probably, yeah, the actors, with, of course, having better material this time. Jamie Foxx is better. Thomas Hayden Church is better. They're both better, but then again, this movie gives them better material to work with. And there's also one scene where one shot has just came to my mind. I'm not gonna say what happens in it, but you'll probably notice it's as soon as it starts, because you're gonna be like, oh yes. Because there one scene that happens earlier in the film happens, he'll be like, oh, yeah, we're going to get this shot, and this shot's going to look glorious. And yeah, it does look glorious. I'm going to give Spider-Man No Way Home an A for amazing.